Right, I do believe we're live. Let me get my chat up. We should have everything all prepared. Right, there we go. So yes, hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. So yeah, today we've got quite a few tricky races ahead. So yeah, we've got Canada and Austria, which are both incredibly frustrating on the track limits. Mate, I just realised we stopped Verstappen on a win streak the last race because we got the win. Like he won the last 5 races, and it would have been 6 if not for us. But yeah, Canada and Austria are really difficult on track limits, so it's going to be very annoying. But we're going to leave that for a future issue and focus on the race ahead, because we've still got to do qualifying and the race here at Spain. So yeah,
Okay, engines fired
haven't really
up.
had much time to practice this track, so we are pretty much still the same pace we was yesterday when we had this stream. Let's quickly adjust my headset. So yeah, he's hoping we can pull a few seconds out of our arse. I don't think we're going to be challenging for the win again, but I think now that we've got a bit of a better car, regular points should be our target now. Like, our car should be good enough to get P12 pretty consistently. Oh, hello, Joe. Why, what's going on? You just mean that then being ignorant? Or being, like, annoying people? Oh. Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. Oh, that was terrible. 13.2. 6/10 off Norris. Right, we're definitely going to need to do another lap here. We are very close to the cut-off point. Antonelli's going to improve at the very least. Yeah, we're going to need to set another lap time here. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do both my out lap and my in lap, so that we can save a bit of tyre wear, and hopefully do a decent run on a used set in Q2. That's if we even do get through.
We've been pushed down into P14.
But yeah, not liking the look of that. Considering it, we just got a load of upgrades on the car. I think I should be a bit better than this, to be honest. Oh no, everyone's coming out the pit lane. Shit. An extra temp in Sector 1, I'll take that. Oh, that was way too much wheel spin then.
Okay, we've dropped into P14 now.
Barely even improved. That is a bit concerning. As long as only Antonelli improves, I'm okay. Oh no. I think we might be out. Yeah, we're out. Well, that is not a very good start to our upgraded car. Jesus! What did my teammate do? Okay. A skill issue, I guess, because even my teammate just ain't qualified me. And yeah, if they're being like that to you, child, just don't go back to him. There's no point wasting your time with people or companies like that. Well, I would say that is my first actually disappointing qualifying session.
Back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you. Come on.
Right, let's try and make use of the... Try and make use of the brand new improved tyre wear. Apparently we are going to be 4 seconds quicker with this strategy. And if we save the front left... Like, if we go a bit easy into the long right-handers, we can easily make our tyres last the whole stint. Oh, hello, THP. I can see you again, bro. It's always good to see you guys, like, being returning viewers. You know, it definitely shows that I'm doing at least something good. So yeah, through all of these left-handers, we are going to be pushing pretty hard. And then for the right-handers, we're going to be lifting off. So like this one here. We need to be taking care of this front left and rear left. And then balancing out the tyre wear by using the front right and front rear left. Front right and rear right more. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. As long as I can stay into one's DRS here, we're good. Oh my god. That was nearly a perfect start then. Oh god damn it. Right, so we just need to look after our front left. push through the left-handers, lift through the right-handers. That's what we need to do. Tyre wear should come back to us as well eventually, because everyone else being on the soft.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Rear left is slowly taking a beating, but if we can try and ease that a bit, move the brake a bit forward.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
See, I'm not too concerned with losing positions at the moment. As long as they're not plummeting down the field, and it's just like slow loss, then I'll accept that. Mate, I can never do this left-hander for some reason. I don't know why.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
It's the one corner on the track I just never seem to do. We are still using a lot of rear left, but it's nowhere near as bad as it would be if we was pushing. Yeah, so we're using 1% extra every lap on the front left and rear left. Which there's not really much we can do about that, to be honest. Like, we're doing nearly everything we can.
Flag. Gap to your teammate behind, 3.0 seconds.
Maybe if I used no ARS through these long right-handers. Maybe that'll help out a bit more. I mean, we are certainly at a point where I'm happy with at the moment. We're not losing time to Stroll, really. And we're maintaining pretty competitive to the cars ahead. Hopefully tyre wear kicks in soon. Ten laps to our pit stop. I mean, we're maintaining some good lap times. Like, we're being pretty consistent. Our rear left is on fire though, flipping out. 109 degrees. Which should mean though that the hard tyres will do better in these conditions.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.5 seconds.
That gap is coming down now. So the tyre wear is kicking in. Just need to keep managing the tyres. Well, we broke DRS to Stroll, so that's certainly a great sign. And we're pulling in a few temps a lap to Ocon. Oh, that needs to be avoided. That is not going to do us any good on tyre wear, doing that. Halfway through our stint, tyres still feel good. 30% on the rear left. So that's going to be about 60 by the end of the stint.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.1 seconds.
See, what I'm kind of hoping for is some of the cars ahead of us will be doing a two-stop as well. So we can have them pass us at some point and then gain a few tenths in their DRS. DRS is worth about 4 tenths here. So we will gain heavily if we can do that even once, even twice. Like, that'll be a full second if we can do it twice.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
6 laps and then we can pit. The AI should be pitting soon for their two-stop. I'm going to save a bit more ERS this lap.
There appears to be an issue. We're currently investigating.
Oh, for God's sake, don't say we've got an engine failure. Just say DRS. Just say we've lost DRS or we've lost access to overtake.
And gap to the car in front, 0.5 seconds.
Please.
Enzo's in the pits. Enzo is in the pits now.
I think we've been driving too long for it to be an engine failure.
That's Hamilton behind, and the time last lap, 1 minute 16.4. Okay, they're on.
That was a terrible line.
Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap, 1:16.4.
Four more laps until we pit. I think we're actually going to avoid the AI that needs to overtake us through the corners, so we shouldn't lose any time. That would have killed the tyres doing that then. And... Mate, why am I doing this to myself now? Yeah, so in theory, our hard tyres should be better in the race because of the high track temperatures. That is in theory. In reality, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping I can keep Leclerc behind. And try and take its DRS. Which I think we've done. No. Okay, we're gonna need to push a bit. Oh no. No, okay.
Gap to your teammate behind, 31.
Well, that's a risk.
0 seconds.
I was kind of hoping I could get his DRS then, but just wasn't meant to be, I guess. So this right now, where we are, is technically our true position. Because everyone else needs to pit again. Why have I got fuel light? Mate, you are fucking shitting me.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.1 seconds.
Well, we're gonna need to fuel save at some point. Oh, that would have cost us quite a bit of time then.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I don't want to lose time because of Russell. We're going to be beaten anyway, so I don't want to lose time with him racing me. Okay. These tyres should easily make it to the end. We just need to be careful through the first long ride. Oh, come on. The one time we didn't need a slow pit stop.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
See, I wouldn't let my teammate through, but I don't want to get stuck behind him when my tyres warm up.
There seems to have been a problem attaching the left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us though and finish this race strong.
Like, we're going to lose more time sitting behind my teammate than if we was to not race him.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.5 seconds.
Because his tyres are about to drop off, and my tyres are just getting up to temperature.
And we've got 16 laps of fuel left. 16 laps.
Oh, it's going to be annoying. Like, this is going to kill my tyres because of dirty air. Like, we're going to gain a bit of time because of DRS, but we're going to lose overall because of tyre wear. Like, yeah, now what? I'm just sat in his dirty air. This is costing me a lot of time. Like, I have got terrible dirty air. Like, we've just lost time because of that.
"13 laps of fuel remaining."
Well, I think this is just a write-off of a race at this point now. I think we just don't have the pace, to be honest.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 11.7 seconds.
I mean, everyone's pitting again, but we've just lost a load of time. Like, we haven't gained any time with fresher tyres.
Okay, Enzo's coming in for his stop.
Maybe the softs are actually just a really good race tyre. Well, as much as I'd hate to say it,
The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
yeah, as much as I'd hate to say it, I think we're just going to have to use the rest of this race to learn the car a bit and give up any hope that we had on points. Which is very unfortunate, but you know, I've just not had the pace at this track. The pace which I've had at other races
Okay,
just
down to
hasn't.
our last 10 laps of fuel.
Yeah, the pace that we've had at the last 10 races just haven't crossed over. Well, at the last race, I mean. I mean, we should still get some fan rating. So there is still things to gain out of this.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.0 seconds.
Like, this just feels embarrassing. I mean, my teammate's not exactly doing much better. So it could just be the aero and chassis that's costing us here.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 0.0 seconds.
I think our only hope here is a red flag, but I don't think we're going to get one. Because in a short little sprint, we are better than the AI. But over the course of a race, we're struggling quite a bit. And I hate to say it's just the car, but it certainly appears that way. I think I'm going to have to wait until the start of the next season before we can properly start setting some ambitions. Because right now we're just struggling.
Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place.
And like, not only are we struggling for tyre wear, but I'm struggling on fuel right now.
Okay, we've got 7 laps worth of fuel remaining.
Yeah, I'm aware of the situation, Mark. Or Jeff. I'm gonna have to probably look at his name after this race to see if he's still called Jeff or not. Not yet, we're just going backwards. Just another race to forget in the first season. You know, it's races like these that make our success later feel all the more better.
Blue flag, blue flag. We're not racing the car behind. Let them pass when you can.
I don't particularly fancy getting a penalty. So.
Gap to your teammate behind, 11.0 seconds.
Mate, our front left is just dead. Like, I had to push too hard at the start of my stint. And that's cost us out in the long term.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 5.2 seconds.
I think we just needed better tyre wear management and overall a better tyre wear car. Like a better car on the tyres. And this strategy would have worked out. I mean, we can't always have success. Just gotta take it for what it is.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
You know, we just didn't have the car and we didn't have the pace. So there's no point in complaining. I mean, it is still our first season, so... As bad as it sounds to say, we can't be expecting too much greatness from our first season.
Okay, gap ahead, 7.9 seconds.
We're just gonna need to forget about this race and shift our focus to the next one. Canada and Austria are typically two pretty decent tracks of mine. So we're just going to need to reset our mental and then go from there. Side note real quick, the tyres are actually coming back to us. It's a bit late now, because, you know, we are way too far behind anyone else. But the tyres are starting to perform better than those ahead of us. Not quite everywhere because of our shredded left side. Like, you can see the main difference. Whenever we go through a left-hander, we gain on people heavily. And then we go for a right-hander and we just lose everything again. And I can't even push the car because the rear end just gives up. I mean, I think the main things to take out of this race, our car isn't good enough yet to try and beat people on tyre wear. It requires a lot of tyre management in order to go quick in this car over the course of a race. So we should definitely focus on tyre wear upgrades going forwards.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Another important thing also is to remember our car is still lacking very much on downforce. So we have to push way harder for the corners than everyone else in order to maintain the same speeds, which just amplifies the problem even more.
Blue flag. Alright,
Well,
race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Here's a good try at least.
And in the end,
On a different day with better tyre wear, we would have
after an event like
done
that,
much
who
better there.
knows?
But let's just put all that one behind us and move on to the next race now. Hello, Smudge. Well, have you recognised that I'm depressed? Yeah, I'm depressed, aren't I? Had a terrible race.
Have you got a moment? Need your input.
See, all of this I don't really want to do because I don't want to increase the risk of delays. I guess increasing our income is the priority there. Training unscheduled. How's that performance looking? Ah, we're dropping points to Williams. Not good. Not good. Right. Researchable projects. Durability I don't really care about. I guess increasing our income of resource points would be a good idea. Okay, what research have we got available? Okay, so we've just done that. I guess increase our rear downforce. That'll help with tyre wear a little bit. Speaking of tyre wear, let's make sure we get all this through. Start research on that. Okay, we still need to wait for our aero to come through. Development. If we can get this for Canada, that would be brilliant. Spark plugs. Let's try and get that for Canada. Improve our ERS deployment. Let's put in a brand new engine as well, since these next two tracks are very power dependent. And then do the same for Fittipaldi. Set up new social media platform. Sure. I don't know what that does, but sure.
Unfortunately, it looks like a part we were developing has failed. I'm sorry to say we will need to revisit the development area and redevelop it. Sorry, Chief.
Okay, so we can redevelop that for Canada still, at least. That's good. And then get these durability upgrades done also, so our teammate can have them.
Good work, boss. We've really stuck it to our rivals.
Okay, there's our...
We'll keep the paddock quiet. For now.
I guess we'll do this one to get it on our teammate's car. Drag reduction, there we go, that'll help us out a lot at these next two races. Tyre blankets, there we go. Brilliant. Then we get this next durability upgrade. Well, not durability upgrade, tyre wear upgrade. Okay, now we've got that on both cars now.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we?
Okay, let's see. Have we got
Head
all
to
this
engineering
ready
for
still?
more info.
That's done in one day. That's done now. I guess we go engine power again for Austria. Our training is completed. Reduce time to develop grades. There we go. And then, can we schedule that? Okay, we're gonna need to wait till the next race. See, I do kind of like how there's a lot more management to do between races now. Like, you're not just constantly simulating from one day, from one week to the next. You're instead constantly going between things. Right, there's another drag upgrade. Hello, Timo. Right, there we go. That's the monocoque done. And then start the next one. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, we just completed a few upgrades, haven't we? And I need to... Yeah. When is Fittipaldi making the jump for M2? I don't know, Timo. We are still yet to decide whether or not he's worthy. Speaking of that, actually, let's see where about we are in progress now. Ah. So this is still looking at Spain. So considering how many upgrades we just shoved on the car, we should actually be right in that midfield. So, in theory, we should be battling the midfield now quite comfortably. That's if we don't have another race where we are absolute dog shit. There's no other way to put it. We was absolute dog shit in the last race. Like, you literally could have put a hamster in the car and he would have went quicker than me. Gentlemen, a quick view from the past. Too many buttons? More? Less?
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go.
Ah, we did kind of forget to center our sponsors. That, yeah. See, this is going to be the main issue here at Canada. It's not going to be our performance, it's going to be track limits. Oh my, the car just... Hold up, we actually feel light. Oh my god. Okay, the upgrades are definitely working. Because I am oversteering into corners by complete accident. Like, I am expecting the car to just pull away from me and understeer, but it's just not because of the upgrades. Hold up. Hang on a second. You're telling me that this isn't track limits? This isn't track limits? But this is. So that's not track limits. I have found a blind spot in the stewards. What's our top speed now? Oh my. We actually have a top speed. The drag reduction has worked.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Okay, I'm actually going to take some downforce off here. Because I think we've actually got too much now. Like, compared to the shitbox I'm used to, I have got way too much turning. So I am just
Nice one. Okay, reminder,
cut in every
neat way
corner
to
by
recharge
accident.
the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can and by gentle braking. Try those this lap and see how you get on. Okay, on this test I want you to focus on managing your ERS. It's really important for our overall race pace, and so a reminder that you've got modes to play with in your MFD. See how they feel for you and see how different modes drain the battery.
Right. I'm already much happier with the car this weekend. Like this race. So here's to a hopeful race. And Timo, if we have a bad race, please don't clip what I just said. Please don't. Oh no. Well, it's not looking good. We ignore that. Hello, PvP. Welcome to the stream, bro. You join us as I have got hope for a successful race. Maybe not if we keep cutting the corners like this. No, this is Canada. We don't talk about Spain. Yeah, we don't talk about Spain. It was certainly not good. It was Spain without the S. What's up, Smudge? What time is it? Of course, as soon as it hits 5 o'clock, you are looking for food. Why can't you be like Tinky, who's asleep? I'll tell you, this cat, as soon as it hits 5 o'clock, he knows that he has to wait for food. He's just sat there staring at me like, come on, where's the food at? Any minute now. Oh yeah, as well, Timo. My teammate, he's actually got a car now that is equal to a Saber. Like, the upgrades that I put on his car, they put mine up to the Sabers. So he should have a car now, which is equal to that of the Sabers. That's track limits? Mate, I'm telling you, some of these track limits now are very awkward to what they used to be. Like, some corners, you get track limits for them when you never used to. And others, you can just completely cut them and have no track limits. Hello, Barto. Back to the stream, bro. What do I think about the trailers for the F1 movie? I haven't actually seen the trailers, but from what I've heard, and from what I've seen on, like, in the F1 races and stuff like that, where they have got the cars on the grids and everything like that before the race starts, then it's certainly looking promising. You know, I don't quite think it's going to be like Gran Turismo, where we're going to be talking about Le Mans and half the race is at Hungary. I just hope that they haven't got any unrealistic things in there. You know, say like someone suddenly whipping out a drift in an F1 car to go quicker. Mate, I am torturing myself right now doing this. You know, could you imagine, like, one of the Apex cars are overtaking Max Verstappen round the outside? They get pushed off the track, and then they just whip out a drift out of nowhere and overtake him again. Like, that's the type of stuff I hope doesn't happen. I just hope they try and maintain it in reality. And more importantly, they don't do a Netflix and they over-dramatize things which don't exist. It will be strange, but as long as they try and ground it in some sort of reality, where it's just kind of like the year is 2024 and in the Formula One Championship of like a different reality. You know, they don't try and tell the story as if it is in the current reality we are in. They try and tell it from a sort of a slightly different reality point of view. So that them being on the grid and fighting for victories would actually make sense because, you know, it's not our reality. Like, tiny things like that will kind of add to the believability of the movie.
Welcome back, everybody. We're
Raining in Q2. Oh god. That is... not good.
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
Right, here's the moment of truth. Here's hoping that last weekend was just a one-off, and that we're going to be performing much better at this race. You know, we've got a few of the horrible tracks out of the way. Let's hope that we've only got a few uphill races from here. You know, a few positive, good point scoring weekends. Right, let's go. Please don't get in the way, Hamilton. Please. Just jump out the way. Oh, it doesn't even matter, we invalidated ourselves. Okay, he hasn't blocked us at least. That's good. Mate, the track limits here are so sensitive. I really have made a mistake leaving the track limits on strict. I mean, I'll get used to it eventually again, but like, I am just not the guy I used to be when it comes to track limits. I used to be sitting right on the edge, constantly. I just can't do that anymore. 1/10 off Ocon. I mean, first lap to split the Haas. Not too bad.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
I'm going to try and save this set of tyres so that if we get through to Q2, we've got a set of tyres to do a use run on. Okay, there is a lot of time to gain still. Like, I just gained time on myself through the hairpin there. Despite being on a cooldown lap. I mean, so far, we are quicker than one of the Haas cars. And quicker than both RBs, from the looks of it. So not terrible, but certainly still room to improve. One second quicker than our teammate. That is a huge positive sign, at least. Yeah, we're losing our time mostly through the final sector. If I can set a 11-0, then that will comfortably see us through. Oh wait, actually I just realised it's going to be raining, isn't it? In Q2.
Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes.
Wait, none of the AI are out. Wait, I'm the only one doing a lap. None of the AI... Okay. Well, a little...
We've dropped to P11.
Wait, the track's really slow. Okay. Well, it must have started raining and I never realised. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll certainly take that. A free Q2. Okay, from the looks of it, we're going to need to try and be out here during the perfect conditions. So I'm going to try and save enough ERS for another lap. So I can do like back-to-back laps. The rear end wants to slide quite a bit here. DRS is online. Why have I got DRS despite it being inters? Does that mean drives are actually quicker? Have I just been absolutely mugged by my team here? Because they put me on the wrong tyres?
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
I swear, if I've been robbed because my team put me on the wrong tyres, I'm going to be super upset. I am literally dead last. Well, the track is getting drier. The track is drying. So we are going to get a soft run.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
At the very least, we're going to get a soft run, so we are still going to be able to set a competitive time. There is a lot of traffic as well coming out. And now, Timo, you're good. Your name isn't Mark, so I'm not upset with you. Mark, on the other hand, though, he's going to get a big stabbing if he is not careful. He's going to show up to work next week, and he's not going to be leaving. He's gonna get the London look. I probably shouldn't say that one.
1 minute to go. If we don't get into 10th or higher, we're not going to progress to the shootout. Give it your best shot. Come on.
Right, let's go. Mate, why am I doing this to myself? Just stay within the white lines, for God's sake. A 1 minute 9? Flipping hell. Yeah, I'm not beating that one. I might not get through here. '13th. Ah. If we had a better final corner, I think we would have got P11, but... That is certainly... The car's feeling a lot better, at least. Oh, even with the better exit, I would have done nothing, to be fair. I mean, we're certainly... The car feels a lot better. I just need to get the pace out of it. We're certainly pushing it to its limits. Car feels great, much slower than before. I mean, we do still have the Renault engine, so I have still got that excuse. You know, it's a power-hungry track. A big track for power, and I've got the worst engine on the grid, so... I've got that one going for me still.
and alongside me for the...
Wait, actually, before I say that, am I at least ahead of the... Okay, I'm ahead of the Alpines. So, yes, I can still say
Okay,
that.
here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, we had an issue with fuel at the last race, so I'm going to go a bit heavy on fuel this time. Alright, let's make sure we don't lock up the fronts this race. Turn up the bias to the front tyres. Canada's always really hard on the rear tyres. So we're going to need to be mindful a bit. I think the main place we're going to lose tyre wear is the chicanes. So like here, and the next chicane just coming up now. So pretty much the end of the finals, the end of the first sector and the start of the second is where we need to be careful on the tyres. I think the best way to do that without losing too much time would be to go a gear higher than normal through there to avoid spinning up the tyres.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
The hairpin also, we need to be careful there as to not spin up the tyres. So maybe you want to be third gear through here rather than second this time. Yeah, basically no wheel spin then. So maybe you want to start in third, short shift to fourth, and then that'll have to be our exit off the hairpin to save tyres. I'm not going to do any burnouts just to not destroy the rears here. We do have very cold tyres, but we'll... should... Mate. Nah. No way did I go over. Hold up. Oh, nah.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on
That
the
works, I
surrounding
guess.
drivers as the lights go out.
Right, so let's just take the knowledge we got from the last race and try and run with it a bit. We need to be careful on the tyres. I thought for a second then I was going to need to restart. A lot of people are also on the hards. %2 on the rears already. I'm going to try and use a bit of real life logic here. If I be easy on the tyres while they're still cold... Okay. I say that as I bloody crash into someone. And... okay, we're just going to lift into this corner. There we go. Yeah, so if we be easy on the tyres while they're still cold, then we should benefit later on
can now use DRS. DRS now available.
I think we're actually good to push the fronts here, it's just the rears we need to be careful of.
Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It
Okay.
can happen to the best of us.
Was that my fault then? I mean, I suppose I can argue that he wasn't alongside, but I did kind of move into his path. Well, we are the best Renault-powered car on the grid right now. I can say that.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Well, we're actually doing decent lap times here. Hello, Char. Oh, that's good.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Slowly gaining our knock-on, so that's good. Mate, Albon is all over us right now. I think it might actually be beneficial to let him go, to be fair.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
I think we're going to gain more time by letting him go. Okay, Timo. Hope you have a bearable shift. I wish you luck with the work. You never know, you might get back in time to see me suffering at Austria. Need to be careful of Alonso here. He is currently on the better tyres right now. So it would be really good if we could keep him behind.
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go. Okay, safety car deployed, safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta, make sure you keep it positive.
Yo, what's happened to my teammate? What's happened to my teammate? Oh my god! What was that from Troll? He just turned into my teammate and killed him! What?
The safe.
My teammate just got murdered!
I've got information on Stroll. Okay, they're out of this race.
Hello, Vesh. Mate, I can't believe that. Stroll just actually killed my teammate. Like, that is the most realistic Lance Stroll crash I've ever seen. Lance Stroll just turned into my teammate. He was going slowly because he had an engine issue, and he was pulling over to the side of the track. And for whatever reason, he just swerved across the track and hit my teammate. So, he's out.
Enzo's out of the race.
And I'm also going to have an issue now because not only am I going to have to pay for the repairs of my teammate's car, but we also are going to lose out because of what's it called? My team now has to rebuild his car from scratch, pretty much. So we're going to lose out on development time. Have I got any sponsors? Quite a few. We're getting about $1 million a week in sponsorship money, which translates to about 50 million a year. So we're not quite hitting the budget cap yet, but we are slowly starting to get enough money to breach it, which could potentially cause issues in later seasons. Mate, Tsunoda in P2 and Verstappen in P1. See, that's what Red Bull was expecting when they came into this year. I never actually played F1 23 career mode. I just played like league racing, like online races. I never did any career mode. Also, I'm going to go to the toilet real quick, guys. While we got a safety car, I might as well. So I'll be right back. Right, we are back. Oh, my headset feels awkward. There we go. Mate, I've done everything I could to make my rear tyre wear better. And we are still losing quite a bit. But yeah, the main issue we've got here is the cars behind, they have all pitted. So I doubt they're going to be able to go to the end.
Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember,
The fuck? Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, they are going to have to pit again, but they are going to have way fresher tyres than us. So, have I just got a warning on the safety car? So yeah, we're going to have to be careful now. Because if these guys behind jump us at all, then that is going to be poor position. It's not going to be, you know, they overtake us now and we gain it back later. It's just going to be purely position lost. So our best bet here is to try and stick with Piastri and Norris. Yeah, McDonald's. Oh. Charles was offering me a McDonald's earlier, so I might have to go ask her for one now. What have you got for yourself, Fish? You got yourself like a
okay,
double
let's get ready
cheeseburger?
to go racing again.
Triple?
The safety car is in this
Maybe
lap.
a quarter
When the
pounder
field
or a
accelerates, remember, there's
Big
no
Mac?
overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Okay, clear.
Okay, we just got Albon, so now we just need to sit with Piastri and Norris. Oh. Now, I always get myself 5 cheeseburgers. And I'm not joking there, you can ask Char. I always get 5 cheeseburgers. Because it costs the same as a Big Mac meal, but you just get way more food.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
So
Okay,
instead of
box,
me
box,
eating...
box, we're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
What?
That's P7 now. P7. Okay, gap to leader, 4.3 seconds. Norris just ahead. Push for the position. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. That's Albon behind you. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, your pit window opens in 9 laps time. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Okay, I am going to push a bit more here, because I want to try and stay with Norris. If I can work with the cars ahead of me to go a bit quicker, then we can keep the guys behind at bay that have pitted already. It's alright, Joy, you can get me a McDonald's tonight now. Vesh has made me want my cheeseburgers. I just said, Joe. If you didn't hear, I want my cheeseburgers, because Vesh... Yeah. Vesh has made me want my cheeseburgers. Just get me my usual amount, Char. You don't need to go over the top. Mate, Albon is scaring me at the moment. He's sitting right at my gearbox. Char, that's double the amount. I usually only get about 5 or 6.
We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
No, you don't, Jeff. Shut up. Nah, you don't need to get me anything else, Char. Oh my god. What happened then? Okay, Leclerc's just crashed on his own.
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box. Green flag. Okay, so that's a red flag. Red flag, no overtaking, and let's get back into the pits, please.
Red flag? So everyone who pitted under the safety car has just been screwed over by Leclerc spinning.
This is essentially a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
Okay. Hold up, we've got a really good chance now for points. Okay, Char, you'll have to tell me when it's almost here, because I won't be able to hear them. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Right, I've got a tyre advantage. Now it's time to put everything into keeping up with Sonoda. Oh, balls.
This lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Am I going to be seriously hearing this every single time I use a flashback?
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
Well, if there was ever something to encourage me to not use a flashback, it's Mark constantly telling me to box. Mate, the Red Bulls are using everything to get away.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Well, that's a rip. I guess we're not sitting in their DRS.
And gap to the car in front, 1.5 seconds.
The Red Bulls might go to the end. Like, if they've got the tyres, they might be able to go to the end. Because you can do 20 laps on a set of hards. Mate. I need to stop doing this to myself.
Slack, please. We need to get you onto
Oh,
new
shut up,
tyres
Mark.
and move on to a different strategy.
I just thought, is there an option in this game for deaf people? You know, because if you're deaf, you won't be able to hear the engine. So is there like a deaf mode where you get a visual icon when to pit? Or I suppose maybe that's just what the rev limiter on the bottom of the screen's for. Like, maybe deaf people put it more towards the middle of the screen.
The car in front is a second a lap faster, 1 second.
Oh, come on! I don't want to keep hearing this stupid engineer telling me to box.
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
At this point, I'm debating, do I just take the penalty? So I don't have to hear this guy again.
Slap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Well, Piastri's on the soft, so I don't think we're going to keep him behind much longer. I mean, maybe if he does that to himself, I will.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds.
You know what? I'm going to quickly go back. I'm going to let Piastri pass me.
Box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box.
Or he can just slow down heavily.
This lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
That is one thing I find really annoying. When the AI goes side by side with you, they slow down so much for no reason. Well, I guess that worked as a defense. I mean, I suppose this is actually helping me right now. Like, these guys behind me on the softs, they're not going to get past. And with their tyres slowly going off, I am keeping them behind. Right, Piastri's 9 tenths behind. He just closed in about 6 tenths then. Jesus Christ. So if we're not careful, Piastri can close in 6 tenths on us and pass us. That is something to be careful of. If I can keep Piastri behind me, he is going to be slower than Russell. So it's going to be way easier to defend from Piastri than it is Russell.
Box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box.
He should have DRS, so we should be safe for this lap. I'm more concerned about Russell than I am Piastri, to be fair. Because he's sitting right up at Piastri's gearbox, which means that he is definitely quicker.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Which likely means he has saved more tyre. Like, while Piastri's been pushing to pass, and Russell's been sitting back, just waiting. Also, might I just say real quick, McLaren and Piastri have been done dirty on this game. Like, Piastri, the current championship leader, in real life, he's not this slow.
This lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
You know, in real life, McLaren are dominating right now. They are on for back-to-back constructors, and McLaren's first Drivers' Championship since 2008. And yet, in-game, they are significantly worse than Red Bull. Whereas in real life, Red Bull is barely barely better than McLaren, if not worse.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 0.5 seconds.
Okay, Piastri just put everything into his ERS that lap. So that's a good sign then, that he has got a defence available. Verstappen is retiring in your My Team save. Retiring before Alonso is crazy. Food's on the way? Okay. Whoa, what happened then to Piastri? Oh, he's coming into the pits, that's why. Alright, I'm keeping the earphone off then, Joe.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
I'm gonna have to hear my bloody engineer again.
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
Yeah, this is a really annoying glitch. Every single time I use a flashback, I have to hear him. That is so incredibly annoying. Oops, someone outside is not happy.
Pit now, pit now.
Wow, the car did not want to slow down then.
This lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
I think that was my door. Hang on a second, guys. Right, we're back. I just got my food.
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
Oh dear. Yeah, in this second stint, we're going to have to take care of the rear tyres better.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh, we've been undercut by both Norris, well, Piastri and Russell. I'm not used to Norris being the lead McLaren on this game, that I presumed it was Norris in front. Oh, god damn it. Please say...
This lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres.
Nope, he's
and
still
move on to
broken.
a different strategy.
Oh, one of the Haas have spun. Bearman has spun from the looks of it. Oh my... Okay, I just got clattered into by Leclerc.
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
Yeah, that is incredibly annoying to keep having to hear my bloody engineer every lap. Well, every single time I use a flashback. Which is basically every lap at this rate.
This lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Mate. Ah!
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
Why did my DRS not deploy then? I pressed the button. That was weird.
Tyre condition still looking
Well,
good.
the AI are absolutely mugging me. They take the DRS and then run away. Hopefully this Aston Martin can hold people up a bit. I believe that's Alonso actually in front, so he should definitely hold him up a bit. Because Stroll retired earlier after killing my teammate. Yeah, after very nicely murdering my teammate, Stroll retired from the race. Mate, look at the difference between me and the AI with DRS. The AI have got such a huge advantage with DRS.
Changing mode on your MFD, or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it.
Well, at least got DRS again. Smudge? No, you don't. Smudge? Don't. Don't. Smudge! Bloody little shit. What have I told you about attacking my wires? Mate, the AI have got such better race pace compared to me. I don't know if it's because of the update or something, but in the past I had way better race pace. Like last week I had better race pace than qualifying pace. But this week is the opposite way around. I've had better qualifying pace than race pace. Maybe it's just the upgrades I'm doing to the car. I'm making the car better in qualifying. You know, maybe the AI focusing more on tyre wear. Whereas I focused more on improving the lap times. So that's... could be why? I mean, the AI in front of me here are still racing each other, so there is still a chance that I can make something out of this. Like, make something a bit more. Mate, I'm pushing the tyres too hard now, I get wheel spinning. I'm just gonna sit back for a few laps, wait to see what happens in front. That's track limits, mate. I didn't even feel like I pushed then.
To get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Yeah, let's just sit back for a few laps, see what happens with the AI in front, and save a bit of ERS. We should save bits of rear tyres as well, because we're not using any ERS. Hello, Char. Mate, the bloody AI are pushing to get away from me. Yeah, I did. I got the food jar. I'm eating it after this race.
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap.
Meanwhile,
box,
my...
box, box.
The fuck? Where has Bearman just come from? Mate, where has Bearman just come from? What? Okay. I apologise. I didn't realise your superiority. I do apologise, Bearman.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6 seconds.
Mate, I've just been absolutely mugged off by Bearman. A lapped car has just stopped me from being able to stick with Leclerc, and now I'm not going to be able to overtake him on the final lap.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
I'm not going to be able to overtake Leclerc anyway, and the cars behind are too far to pass me from this penalty, so I'm just going to take it at this point. Mate, I can't wait to get more tyre wear upgrades on the car. These tyre wear upgrades have actually improved our pace a lot over the race. Beforehand, we would have been struggling to keep up with
Okay, you've just started the final
the
lap of
midfield
race.
on
Final
tyre
lap.
wear. But in this race, we've actually stayed really competitive with tyres. So hopefully the next race at Austria, where we get another tyre wear upgrade, we will see that we get actually better tyre wear than the AI. Or at least some of them. Like, yeah, we're pulling away from signs. So that's a really good sign that our tyre wear is better. You know, I actually find it mad that it was originally Leclerc that caused the red flag, and he has actually benefited from it. Without the red flag, he would have been like way down the order, but because of the red flag, he finishes in 7th.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Oh god, I accidentally nearly threw my controller. Alright, let's have a look at my food then.
It's another victory.
How many
And a
cheeseburgers,
champion
Char?
performance from Max Verstappen.
Well, that's 2 race wins in a row for them. I think they'll be really happy with that. I mean, 1 race win is great, but to have 2, you know that you've got it. You're a little bit more comfortable in your skin. This is a great sign of maybe.
Char, what the
what's to come
fuck?
next.
Why have I got 10? I only asked for 5 cheeseburgers. I'm not going to be able to finish all this.
It's been an absolutely wild week.
How many calories are in one of these? Could someone Google how many calories are in a McDonald's cheeseburger? Yeah, it doesn't say in the Rapid. Well, I know what you're waiting for, Smudge. You want to chase the rapper, don't you? Go on. So you have just bought me 2,600 calories worth of cheeseburgers. On this week's
Heard that's what
episode
they're buzzing
of
about.
my
Not this one.
1,000-pound life. I mean, thank you, Char. I ain't complaining, but you didn't have to. I'm not too sure what to do next, to be fair. I don't know if we want to go for an arrow or a drag. If it's coming for Silverstone, I think we want to do downforce. Um... Do we want to go for increasing the amount of things we can research? Or increase the amount we can develop? Or actually, increase the amount we can develop so that we can develop our teammate quicker. So that he's no longer driving an F2 car, as Timo says. Oh, it's durability I'm missing, isn't it? Yep. I do apologise, by the way, guys, if I'm
Just a heads
continuously
up.
cutting out.
Remember to give both drivers upgrades when you can. It'll improve our chances and keep everyone happy.
Yeah, everything is paused because of that big crash that our teammate had. Has it been auto-paused? Some things I don't think we're going to have anymore by the end of the week. Like we was going to before.
Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
I guess maybe we want to develop the engine also, so that we can develop 3 upgrades at once on the engine. Okay, so we're getting this for way in the future. That is a bit unfortunate. Okay, I guess we're going to research now, don't we? Right, start our next downforce upgrade. We want more tyres, but we can't do that yet. Okay, so we're going to need to actually increase the amount of R&D points we get now.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss?
I don't know what I'm doing there. I just said whatever I thought was good.
Hi, Chief.
Testing regulation change. Wait, what? Oh, we get less points now because of our position in the constructors. Shit. I completely forgot that was a thing. Oh no. Well, we're gonna have to be more careful, I guess, with where we spend our R&D points. Is there not a way to... I guess maybe reducing the facility cost would be a good idea, and improving morale? Is there not a way to increase the amount of money, well, not money, R&D points we get from things? I do suppose not, but... Okay, let's make sure we got everything on the card that is possible. Let's see, where are we at now on the grid? Okay, so we should be... Okay, so we're actually finishing races now where our car is performing. So we are actually no longer outperforming our car so much. So I suppose that's a good thing. But also a bad thing because we're not, you know, getting 101% out the car anymore. We're getting like just 100. Okay. So here's going to be the major test, really, for our upgrades.
Welcome along to the Red Bull.
And here's going to be the major test as well for my stomach, because Chara's got me way too many cheeseburgers.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about.
Right,
but
you ready,
as we
you
have
two?
some new parts on the car,
It's another wrapper.
we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
You know what? Actually, I just had a thought, guys. It's not really fair on you guys to be constantly having me mute every second so that I can eat, and it's not really fair on me to not be able to eat because I'm streaming. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to actually end stream here, and we're going to do a 2 to 3 hour stream tomorrow that's unscheduled, so that I can eat, you guys get more stream time. So overall, it's a beneficiary situation for us all. So I'm going to quickly put this in chat, in the Discord. For anyone who wants to join the Discord that isn't part of it already, you can do !Discord, and you'll get a link put in the chat. Okay, there we go. Let's put that in the Discord. So yeah, I do apologise to anyone who's just joining us, But I am going to end stream here. We will do another 2 to 3 hour stream tomorrow to make up for lost time, as I said in the Discord server. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate the support on these YouTube streams on F1. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.